From the use of DC Connect and Microsoft Word to the integration of Padlet, Kahoot, Miro, Teams, and Zoom, educational technology has become essential to 21st century teaching and learning. It provides us with an opportunity to re-envision learning for our students. DC faculty have truly embraced the use of educational technology throughout this pandemic, and they recognize the value it brings to their teaching. Here are some examples of ed tech being used in DC classes.
I just wanted to quickly share a way that I used Padlet in my general education course on censorship and free speech. I used it on a couple of occasions, and this one I actually was having students put things in order on a timeline. So Padlet worked really well because we could post little snippets about what happened and move them around into a set order. I also had them post their challenged and banned books activity here, and I provided them an exemplar, so just to give you a sense of what that looked like. So each student had to post about a book, and it was the same type of information, and they posted a picture. So it was really graphic and allowed students to kind of go through each other's projects really easily, and I loved this delivery. I'll probably do it again even if we're back in person.
Hi, my name is Rosemary Krivich. I'm a Learning Skills Advisor in SALS, and I also teach accounting in the Dual Credit Program. This semester, I had the opportunity to be part of the Kahoot EdTech pilot and learn what Kahoot can do for the students and myself. In the past, I have used other methods to gauge where my students were at with the topic or lesson. With Kahoot, I was able to incorporate it into my lesson in a number of ways. If I finished a topic, I could put a Kahoot in to see how much they understood. I used it to summarize a lesson at the end of the lecture, and I also used it to review the previous lesson. Kahoot was easy to learn and to utilize. I could set up my own questions, or I could draw from the database by searching using key topics or words. It provided me with a summary of how my students scored on the Kahoot by total class and individual student. This helped me to gauge their level of learning and make any changes to future lesson plans or activities. I was also able to leave my Kahoots open for students to review and test their knowledge prior to tests. All in all, I enjoyed using Kahoot because it was another way to get the students engaged in learning. There was always a competition as to who would be on the podium at the end of the Kahoot.
I like to use educational technology in the classroom because I find that it not only helps engage the students, it's also an effective way to teach and practice new content. Students are able to practice their new skills using a low-stakes measure like Kahoot, where we can test their knowledge in a fun game-like way, go through the correct answers, as well as they can take it home and practice it at home when you set it to an at-home mode. This allows students to ensure that they understand the content as well as to review when they feel they require it. In addition to this, I also find that it increases student engagement in the classroom. It allows me to teach things in different modalities as well as to teach and engage the students in different ways, especially in a virtual environment.
How have you capitalized on educational technology in the past year? How will you continue to integrate educational technology into your future teaching and learning?